We are into the penultimate week of the league stages in this ICC ODI World Cup 2023.
Finally.
Don't think this is a very low stakes contest.
It's not.
Actually, the team in blue, not Shane,
Yeah.
Afghanistan, they are the only team now who have their fate in their own hands.
Yeah, when he says only team, he means the only team who are not in the top four,
Yep.
who can still make the top four, despite the fact that they've lost 3 games. It's pretty amazing. And I know Afghanistan's run as such doesn't really lend itself. They have matches against the likes of
After this, Australia and South Africa.
that's 2 very tough matches. But if they can somehow even win 2 matches, including the one against Netherlands, they could very well be in with an outside chance.
Exactly.
People are talking about Qudrat ka Nizam in Pakistan, but Afghanistan actually have a better chance because both of them are on 6 points. Yes. But Pakistan have played and lost a game extra.
Yep.
Right now, Afghanistan, it sits at played 6, won 3, lost 3. So if they win their next 3 games, 12 points, they're pretty much guaranteed to be in the top 4.
And because of that, today it's a very crucial match at Ekana in Lucknow. And the latest update we have gotten you is that the Netherlands have chosen to bat. Now, looking at the trend here in Lucknow, teams that have chased have actually not won here, except for Sri Lanka, but that was a earlier day game.
Exactly. And in fact, if I remember correctly, Netherlands, the scene of Netherlands' greatest win in this particular World Cup was that Lucknow, was it Dharamshala?
It was Dharamshala.
Because even in Dharamshala, I remember evening it became much tougher to bat.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the reasons why they've kind of gone in with that, because they've seen what it can be sometimes in situations like, and Lucknow also, you say, yes, correct, it's not been very easy to chase.
Yep.
So, go in there, put some runs on the board. I think anything in around the 280 mark.
250,
should actually,
260.
280 is above par.
Yeah, because I think this is not going to be a typical Lucknow deck. It may be like the England-India match, slow, sticky, and that is why you've seen that Afghanistan have stacked their team with spinners galore.
Exactly. In fact, if we can go over where it is that we'll have the playing 11s soon, I guess. We'll go over the playing 11s, and the big news actually for Afghanistan is that Noor Ahmed is in, which is massive and shows what exactly the thinking is as to what exactly the pitch is going to be playing like. Noor Ahmed being in means potentially you could very well be seeing a lot of spin trouble happening as far as, but of course don't forget the Netherlands have plenty of good spinners of their own as well. They are a team that do have a couple of good off spinners in the lineup. So if you go over the teams, you've got Wesley Barresi, Max O'Dowd.
Oh, there's no Vikramjit Singh.
Very interesting.
Because Vikramjit Singh's been in woeful form, and in all the matches that he's played in, so Wesley Barresi, the veteran, he gets to open.
Yeah, along with Max O'Dowd.
Max O'Dowd, Colin Ackerman, Cybran Engelbrecht, Scott Edwards, Bas de Leede, and Saqib Zulfikar is in. Remember, in the previous game, there was one more leg spinner. I just cannot recollect his name, unfortunately. Very sorry for that. Logan Van Beek, Van der Merwe was back, Aryan Dutt, and Paul Van Meckeren.
Aryan Dutt, Roelof Van der Merwe, and Saqib is also a spinner.
Yes, yes, yes.
3 full-on spinners they've got over there, and
yes.
I think you're in for
that
kind of a game.
You also have a fourth, Colin Ackerman.
Ackerman, yes.
Colin Ackerman is a spinner as well. So 4 spinners in the Netherlands team as well. You've got Van Meckeren and you've got Logan Van Beek and you've got Bas de Leede, the 3 spacers that are there. But Afghanistan just have 1. In Fazal Haq Farooqi. That's it. Then their other 4 bowlers are Rashid, Noor, Mujib, Nabi.
And that's 4 spinners.
4 spinners. So Netherlands have got far more variety when it comes to their bowling lineup. And looking at it, Ackerman, Van der Merwe, then you got Aryan Dutt and Saqib Zulfikar. All different components are covered in that. Off spin, you got Aryan Dutt, you got Colin Ackerman, off spin, Roelof, left arm. Saqib Zulfikar, if memory serves me right, is a leg spinner, if I'm not mistaken.
Then for that matter, even Afghanistan, you've got Mujib, a mystery spinner. You've got Rashid, who's a leg break / googly bowler, someone who's got that combination down pat. Then you've got Noor, left arm, Chinaman. Very, very tough to kind of get that. And thereafter, you've got, someone like Nabi who will give you that, perfectly good, let's say, off spin. A little more on the modern side of things, but they will, I think, depend on Who's there? They have a all-rounder as well.
They have one all-rounder, Asmatullah
Omarzai. He will, I think, be expected to kind of take the weight of being the second pacer.
Yes.
Because beyond that, they've got 4 spinners and no other pacers. No one else who will bowl properly.
Correct.
It's these 4 as well as Fazlullah Farooqi and Asmatullah Omarzai who will be holding the key as far as the bowling.
But Netherlands choosing to bat, I think it could give them an advantage.
Oh,
Remember,
100%.
as I said, Lucknow, you've seen previous games, Australia couldn't chase against South Africa, England couldn't chase against India, that to 230. And only game they could manage to chase was Sri Lanka, but against the Dutch.
And that too, it was a day game where I don't think, under lights, I think it becomes a little
tougher.
And don't forget, even that Sri Lanka game, Netherlands, I think, were a little guilty of probably not getting enough runs on the board.
Yes.
Because even Sri Lanka, they didn't exactly blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
It was a very
kind of a slow burning thriller.
Yes, it was a pedestrian match towards the latter stage. And Sri Lanka knew they had the game in control as long as they didn't lose more wickets. But it wasn't an easy game. So chasing definitely not easy at the Ekana, the erstwhile Ekana. Definitely not an easy proposition to be chasing. So,
yes.
But otherwise, if you look at the rest of the team, they finally, I think, got some balance. There's a Gurbaz Zadran up top. Rahmat Shah been among the runs recently. Shahidi the skipper, Omarzai, Ikram Ali Khil has been very much a game changer ever since he came into the lineup. Remember, the first match he played was that upset against England. In New Delhi. Then you've got a Nabi Rashid, that's plenty of batting. Even Mujib can tonk a few. Really, beyond that, they're batting till number 9. That's good. I think actually it's a very interesting match, and I know people will look at this and be like, oh, this is one of those games that, truth be told, probably wouldn't be as exciting. But just look at the points table. Amazingly, both of these teams can still make it. No team, by the way, except for Bangladesh right now, are officially out of the race as far as the semi-finals are concerned. But for Afghanistan, man, oh man, if they get a win here, and if you're a Pakistan fan,
be worried.
If you're waiting or hoping, if you're wondering what result do we need for that Kudrat ka Nizam, you need Netherlands to win. Because if Afghanistan win, even if Afghanistan don't qualify, they could potentially be knocking Pakistan a notch lower by actually bettering their net run rate, being on the same number of points. Then it won't matter.
Exactly.
So it's a very, very tricky proposition. Afghanistan, their last 3 games, 2 are toughies. Australia, South Africa. They need a big win today.
And look at Netherlands. There are 2 wins that have come in this World Cup. Both have come while batting first. One, they won against South Africa. The bowlers bailed them out. Same against Bangladesh and Kolkata. They batted first in the lights. The likes of Van Meckeren, Basdalera and Logan Van Beek all got movement. And the spinners also held them on a tight leash. So, winning the toss in Lucknow has actually shifted the balance slightly in Netherlands' favor.
Yeah.
So, this next 2 matches that are going to happen, next 2 days, you got 3 games.
Yeah.
New Zealand versus Pakistan.
That's the ultimate. That is, for me, that is the movers and shakers match.
Yes.
Because whoever wins that, will have 1 foot in the semis as far as that 4th spot is concerned. Will be the favorites to finish. Not technically guaranteed still, but will be very, very confident because again, with Afghanistan, they can beat the Netherlands. Australia and South Africa at the end, man, oh man, that is a tough run.
You can probably count on South Africa, but looking at the form that South Africa are in.
Yeah, that's even out of that, but I could say even Australia a weekend.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't start Afghanistan as the favorites in any of those.
Because remember, tomorrow Australia have a crucial game against England. Although England are mathematically in there, but they're all but out.
See, they're all but out. We all know that they are basically at this point playing to finish in the top 8.
Yeah.
It's that simple. That's the only goal they have. But again, we've seen it happen even in the IPL. The most hopeless of teams who've been having a terrible run will spoil the party of 1 or 2 teams. So I don't think Australia are going to be looking at this game lightly. Not at all.
No way.
Not a chance.
They don't want to lose to their enemy.
No, not to the Ashes rivals for sure.
Especially after such a heated Ashes that we've had. Joe Root's recent comments, I think, would not have stirred the pot very well indeed. So, New Zealand versus Pakistan is your ultimate table churner. Whoever wins that might be guaranteed a semi-final spot.
One step.
But there is an added element of drama. Rain. Rain in Bangalore on both the days, on 4th and on the 9th. New Zealand face Sri Lanka on the 9th.
Yeah.
And Pakistan, if that rain match happens on 4th,
then they're done for.
they are in serious trouble.
Because see, the difference between where New Zealand and Pakistan are right now is that New Zealand, if they win their last 2 games, go to 12.
Yeah.
Then that's it.
That's
nothing really in anyone's hands. Pakistan can only get to 10.
10.
That's the thing. If they get to 10, then they are again hopeful on other results
Yeah.
going their way. That's why I say Afghanistan are in a better position, because they're also on 6. But if they win their next 3, they're going to 12.
12, yep.
So I know it's impossible in many ways that they'll end up beating both Australia and South Africa. But they could. I'm saying mathematically, technically, they have a better chance right now than what Pakistan do.
Yep.
Because Pakistan, even if they play stupendously well against New Zealand, 1 innings and then rain comes, shared points is the worst thing that could happen to them, because you're not making it with 9 points. Forget about it. Not with 9 points.
You can technically get to even 10 points and qualify. You can. Because
yeah, but not 9. Not 9.
Even 9 also, you know how? Okay, let's assume New Zealand, Pakistan, that game is abandoned. So 9 points.
Yeah. New Zealand, if they lose their last game.
If they lose, they stay on 9. End. Okay. Australia don't win any of the games. Okay. They lose to Bangladesh, they lose to Afghanistan, but Afghanistan don't win 2 of them. That will mean they stay on 8, because Australia lost to Afghanistan,
Yeah.
they stay on 8. If Netherlands beat Afghanistan, Australia lose to Afghanistan, Afghanistan loses to South Africa, New Zealand with 9 points can still qualify.
But that's you don't want to be leaving that up to.
No, you can't. You can't.
can't.
And
You can't.
that's why for Pakistan.
And now I say for Pakistan is worse. Look at that net run rate. With New Zealand, they still have the benefit of a positive net run rate. Pakistan don't even have that.
Yeah.
So that's what will really hurt them.
Remember, it's a day game tomorrow in Bangalore, so it's going to be very tough. And this game, if Netherlands win, game over for Afghanistan also, because Afghanistan can only get to 10. And Australia, we are looking at them also getting to 10. Worst case scenario. They can beat Bangladesh in Pune.
Yeah, easily.
That's a day game. But if they lose to England and if they lose to Afghanistan in Mumbai, then and only then Afghanistan have a chance. But then if this happens, if Afghanistan versus Netherlands, if Netherlands win today, the last week of the league stages are also interesting.
Yeah.
But if Afghanistan win, most likely you are seeing the last league stage, because see, after 5th, you got the Nagin Derby, Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh.
Which is basically a pride match, considering pretty much both of them are out of the reckoning.
Yeah, it's for the top 8.
Yeah.
Essentially, if Sri Lanka win this and Bangladesh lose, Bangladesh then cannot even qualify for the Champions Trophy. So that is the thing. England, if they win tomorrow, they are in with a chance of Champions Trophy qualification.
Yeah, because they played 1 game less than, say, a Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Because 3 games, if they win, then they're on 8 points. Potentially, that would be enough to take them to the top 8.
Yeah.
So,
But for that to happen, England, okay, what's the mathematical equation? I'll do a separate qualification scenario video later. But see, England have to win all their games. Australia, they have to beat Netherlands. They have to beat Pakistan. Okay.
see, you can see them beating Pakistan and potentially Netherlands.
Yeah.
Australia is a major banana peel.
Yeah. So they can get to 8. Okay. Look at this. 8 points. Pakistan must beat New Zealand by a small margin. But Pakistan lose to England, so that anyway they stay on 8. Australia have to lose all their games. Then they also get to 8, their net run rate also slips down. Okay. By that logic, Afghanistan then have to win only 1 game. Lose the other 2. That is how, even mathematically, England are alive. That's the way.
That's the mathematical thing.
The only thing which will eliminate most of the teams is if New Zealand win tomorrow. If they win tomorrow,
Because then it's a 6 horse race at most, with Afghanistan still being there, assuming they beat the Netherlands today.
Yep. So Afghanistan are the only team you can say dark horse for the semi-finals.
Yeah.
If they reach the semi-finals, boy oh boy, everybody offer predict. Did anybody predict Afghanistan the semi-final?
No.
My
Already,
goodness.
everyone's got 1 wrong because England
Yeah.
aren't making it.
Yeah.
That's 1 you've gotten wrong. Everyone said South Africa would bottle it. They haven't.
They haven't.
That's also potentially something, because again, then second right now. Even if they lose their next 2 games, I think with 12 points, they should be in a good enough position to qualify, simply because net run rate is beautiful.
Yep.
So they are okay. Now, I think the spot really is for these. It's
Third and
these
fourth.
4 teams who are in with a shout for 3rd and 4th.
Yep.
Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Who makes it? Potentially, for me, if you ask me, I think there are 3 teams, which is Australia, New Zealand, Afghanistan, who have the best chance.
Yeah.
Pakistan are very reliant on results. Very reliant on other results. If Afghanistan do end up winning all their 3 games, no one is stopping them in 12
No
points.
one is stopping
Same with Australia, same with New Zealand, but Pakistan.
Pakistan. Tomorrow, that is the game. And if it's a washout, maybe game over for Pakistan. Maybe.
Yeah, because again, as you said, 9 points is a possibility, but net run rate.
Yeah.
Net run rate's a problem.
Big issue. So let's see how Afghanistan.
This match goes about, because I think it's going to be exciting. I think you're going to see, a lot of people would look Netherlands, Afghanistan and be like, no disrespect, not a very exciting match, but I think this could be a thriller and has big implications on who it is could be in the top four. Remember, Afghanistan still very much in with a chance. Fate in their own hands.
Fate in their own hands.
Any predictions?
Number 3 to number 6. It's going to be very interesting in the next 2 days. So,
any predictions, dear?
Predictions, I would say Netherlands make about 240. But somewhere down the line, I think Afghanistan will win.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I think they'd get to about 255. But I do think Afghanistan will end up winning it. I think that whiteboard system is going to serve them very well.
But man, 2 matches of Netherlands have come while defending it.
Yeah, so it's a tough prediction. It goes against any convention, but just a gut feeling, I think Afghanistan are winning this.
Well, it will only make the tournament a whole lot better.
Oh yes, 100%.
And let's see, because after this, they've got 2 tough games against Australia and South Africa. So this is the best opportunity for Afghanistan.
Absolutely.
So let's see how it all goes. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us. We are going to see the 2 openers come out, Wesley Baresi and Max O'Dowd, Jeff Hardy. He does look like him, Max O'Dowd. So from me and Shane, it's goodbye. We'll be back for the rest of the day for all the updates.
Plenty of stuff going on today.
Yep. So tap that bell icon so when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.